Good afternoon and welcome to Season A, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm going to try and be quick about this if I can, and I'll come and expatiate on it further during the live broadcast at some point. Please don't forget to subscribe to Season AY on YouTube, to Season AY backup channel, and all the other platforms as well. Help us grow the platform. We really appreciate your support. What I'm trying to show you here is something very important. This is the Federal Account Allocation Committee. Back in 2022, just last year, we're going to discuss the amount that was given to the local governments that is currently being held by the state governments. Specifically, we are focusing on the Southwest, the six Southwestern Southwest Nigeria governments, the state governments. These are the amounts they're sitting on. That includes the governor and the state of assembly. They are combined. They're both sitting on those funds. Those funds are going somewhere. Where is it going? If you don't ask this question, we're not ready for Yoruba Nation. If you do not ask this question, we're not ready for Yoruba Nation. It is part and parcel of what is really happening to us. We must exercise our current powers. If we don't learn how to use those powers now, how are we going to exercise those powers when we get to Yoruba Nation? I want us to ask that fundamental question. Look at this now. Like I said, total disbursement for Yoruba Nation was 6. Let me quickly do something with that as I'm talking to you now. I'm going to quickly just do something here so you can see. I want you to see that figure yourself because it's very important. The song is asking a pertinent question. How long? How long am I going to suffer? And we are asking that question to make us really question ourselves so that we know what is really happening. So let me just quickly do this. Okay. So what I'm going to do quickly, you will see it come up. I want you to see the whole picture. I mean, it looks like it's not quite showing at the minute, but there is a way around it. I want you to see that so you can get an idea of what I'm really talking about. So we will put the pictures here of the governors, and I can probably work with that. I think it might be better if we did that because you get a clearer picture of what I mean then. I mean, it's there, but I want to do something more to it. So here we go. So now, good. Now, because I want you to see that. I really wanted you to see that because that's important to you, that you see that. When you see it, it can make a lot more sense to you when I'm talking about it. So I'm just going to do this. I want you to just get this so you can see all of them. So I'm going to focus briefly. The amount that they received in total, you see it on the screen there. It talks about all governors are deliberately impoverishing citizens. They are. And it's not just the Southwest governors, it's all the governors. But I'm focusing on the Southwest because that's where Yoruba Nation that we're clamoring for, that's where it's going to come from. So we need the people to understand this. So our job is to do a much better job of explaining this to our people and pointing to them to where they can question those in government now. They are coming to ask for your vote, but they are the ones withholding the money that you need to survive in your community. These are the amounts they're holding on to. So we need to explain this to our people. I'm going to do it in Yoruba, like I said, but I want to continue to raise this. So these people are telling you, vote for me and everything else. They are sitting on the funds every month that should come to you. So let's start off with Governor Makinde. Governor Makinde is sitting on 53,557,886.15 billion naira meant for local governments. Governor Makinde. Then you have Governor Faac. Governor Faac currently sitting on 23,944,552,846 billion naira meant for local government. These are funds that have been disbursed by the federal government from oil revenue, from VAT and other areas. Put together, the state have got their own share. The state have got their own share, and if I'm able to, I might show you the one the states have got. But what the states have done is, unfortunately, the way the state government has done it, they have not provided this consistent breakdown. So you will know there should be a system. There should be something in the system that will allow every local government to be able to go and see how much they've received on a month-by-month basis. But it is not in the system, and that is why I'm saying we need to be questioning the system. They haven't got that. The system has not provided it because the local government have no constitutional powers. That is where you come in. So again, we've talked about the two states now. We've talked about Oyo. We've talked about Ogun. 23,994,552,846. So combine that two, that's 75 billion naira. Again, let's go to Ondo State. Governor Akeredolu. He's withholding 31,326,215,731 billion naira. Again, that's money meant for local government. Keep in mind, the state government have their own allocation, but they're sitting on their own. They take their own allocation and then they withhold that of the local government. That is why our roads in the local government are never going to improve until we begin to ask the questions individually and collectively as a community for those funds to be released down and we be putting pressure. Nothing's going to change. And that is what we need you to begin to exercise to achieve urbanization. When you take this step, the next step to achieve urbanization is that much easier. Without the participation of the people in this process, we cannot achieve urbanization. I don't mean to be offhandish, but we've done 3 years and I can see certain things, and these are glaring things that we need to ask about. So we've talked about that was Governor Fayose of Ekiti. That I talked about now. So we talked about Makinde Fayose of Ekiti. 23994552846. We've talked about the Ondo State amount 31326215731. These are all in billion nairas. Now we're talking about Governor Abiodun of Ogun State, withholding 29,349,507 billion naira meant for local government. These are money meant for local government. Keep in mind, the state they receive their own money on a month-by-month basis, and I'll show you where those funds come in through the process, so you can see yourself and you can follow it yourself as well. I want as many of us to begin to do this. Start scrutinizing the system that is meant to serve you, and by doing that, you are exercising your powers as a sovereign and participating in your government as mandated by the constitution. So then the next one, of course, is Governor Adeleke Oshun. He's just a new governor that's coming. He's currently sitting on 357,784 billion naira. Based on the funds that have been received on a month by month, this is what we are giving you. That's giving those figures. So, and then the final one, Lagos. Sanwo-Olu sitting on 96,440,176,948 billion naira. Again, all of these are money meant for local government. Keep in mind, the state government receive their own allocation. They receive it. They always get that every month. And I'll quickly show you what I mean by that. Let me go into this thing here. I want you to go here. Type this in yourself. Let me do this. NBS. Yeah, we're gonna go to NBS, which is I hope this works. It's telling me that it's crashed, but I'm trying to. Okay, let's do this. National Bureau of Statistics. Let's go in here. I want to quickly just show you that you can do this, and we need to begin to do this, all of us. Please, this is very important. National Bureau of Statistics. So let's go in here. So I'll come back. You don't worry, my voice will come back. I'm just you will see me in a minute. I'm just trying to get this done. Where am I? I'll just show you so you don't think I've gone. I haven't. I'm trying to show you something that's very important here. Okay, can you see me at all? Oh, no, maybe you can't. And I'm trying to get myself back in there. 1 minute, please. Oh, what's happened here? Sorry. Give me a minute. No, we're not going to stop sharing. We just want to try and bring that picture out so you can see me. Because I noticed my face is actually just gone off the screen now, and we're trying to get that back so you can see me quickly. Let me just check that again. Okay. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Something went off. Okay, that's why I couldn't see myself. So sorry, I just have to quickly put that back. I don't know what happened there, but we're back. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, we're back. So I'm gonna do this now. So there we go. So you can see the screen went for some reason and I don't know why. So, and I couldn't put myself in there, so I wanted you to see it. So quickly, I'll do this quickly. Just beg your pardon. Sometimes it can happen, but it's fine. Share. So now, okay, so we've talked about that, and you can see those pictures. Let me just quickly go back in again. That's why it wasn't showing me. I understand now. Okay, good. So what I wanted you to see was what is on the screen. I needed you to see those breakdowns on the screen because it's very important to see it. The one behind is there. So let's go back to now look at the National Bureau of Statistics like I was doing before. I want you to look at the National Bureau of Statistics, and you can do this yourself. We need to start scrutinizing this ourselves, because the more of us that does this, the more the system cannot stop us. we need to be actively scrutinizing this. So I want you to go here, type in search FAAC, just type FAAC, please. I want you to do that. Very important. I'm just really keen to show you where the figures came from. So what you do, you simply go here, federal government allocation. You can see if you look at here, there've been allocation that's been done since March, April, May, June, July. You see, August, September, October. You see, let's go back again, November, December. I'm trying to show you what has been done so you can really see what's been happening here. The song, how long gonna go to suffer? We're trying to prompt you to take action. So December, they've received funds from March to December. They're still going to receive April, January, February, March. They've already received January, but it's not showing up here. But I'm trying to show you what is very important. You need to start scrutinizing. So let's go in here. You go in here and you go to download. Yeah, I've done it before, but I'm just going to go through the process with you because I want you to see it yourself. I want you to begin to scrutinize the system yourself. And really, it's downloading as I speak, but I'm going to show you just quickly, just so you can see exactly. Now you see that that's coming up now. So I want you to do something. You just simply use your arrow and you begin to look at the report, scrutinize it. This is where you will see. I want you to really understand this, and I'm saying it again. If you look at it, the allocation for the federal government is that amount. You see, others 304 VAT. So all of that is being put together. You see, again, allocation, state allocation. The allocation that we're talking about relates to this one here. This is the amount meant for for local government, and this amount you're looking here, this is just for December 2022 alone. 1262 billion and 5 and all that. That is only meant just for December alone. You can see it on the screen. It says December here. So you need to scrutinize this. Now, unfortunately, they haven't provided a further breakdown, and that's deliberate. And that is why you need to be scrutinizing this. We need to provide, you need to know on a month-by-month basis. Since we now know that the report comes out on a month-by-month basis, go back here. Let me just go in here. Since we know that the report is generated every month, they're getting this amount every month. So the amount I showed you was a total for 2022 so far. So please, let us not waste time now. I need you to look at those figures, really understand what has been done here. This is an injustice. We need to question these people. We have to encourage our people. And the figures came from what I showed you there. But others are providing further breakdown. That's why you're able to see it. I'm able to bring that to you. Such of that, an example of that is this one here. Let me just show you. The breakdown I gave you now, for example, came from a report done by Values NPG. So I think it's called PGN. I can't remember exactly their name. So I'm going to try and, So I'll get that name sourced again. But these are where we got the figures from. The 2021, 2022. And unless we question those things, we're not going to get very far. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is left for me to say now is the song says, how long am I going to suffer? And that's a good question we need to ask ourselves. So I just want you to keep an eye on the figures there. That is all together for 2022 so far. 270 billion naira translates to $508 million. And in 6 states, that's almost like 100. You're close to, let's say, 90, 80 or 90 million per state. That can make a big difference in the infrastructure in each of the local government. They need to provide answers. And remember, I told you, they've got their own allocation. The states have got their own allocation. So why are they holding on to the local government allocation? That's the question we need to be asking. We need to ask that question. And we need our people to participate in the governance because as stated, it says here, and I put that up so you could see it. I deliberately put that up because I want you to see that. It says here, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government through this constitution derives its powers and authorities. Section 14.2a. Section 14.2c states, the participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. You have the right to question them all. You have that right. Begin to exercise it. however much we try to raise abroad, we've not raised 1 billion so far. We've not raised 1 billion naira so far for the struggle. There are over 270 billion naira right now that the government, in this current year, financial year, 2022, 21, 22, I think it is, 22, 23, sorry, that should be available to your local government. If you don't ask the questions, there's no point in you praying to anybody in any church. If you do not begin to ask questions, then there's no point in praying, because you don't want to find the answer. I'm pointing you to where you need to go. The church, the mosque, they have nothing to do with this. These are the funds. These are the people who are holding the funds alongside the State House of Assembly members. If we do not begin to ask this question, then your prayers are pointless. Having any prayers is simply pointless. It is pointless. So I'm here to show you those figures. I hope it makes sense. When you get the broadcast, please do share. Leave a comment. How do you view this? Isn't it not time for us to use those powers that we currently have, within the current constitution, to get what we need to improve our local area? And then that begins our participation in Yoruba Nation, because there are more things we need to do. We have to do it step by step. We cannot ignore this. 270 billion naira, and nobody's saying anything. That is meant for local government, but the state government are sitting on it. All the governors, and every one of you saying you support the governor. You see, it doesn't matter. We know Makinde is with PDP or whatever they call them, and the others are with APC. It doesn't matter what party. The oppression is the same. They are oppressing us collectively. Unless we begin to exercise the powers of Section 142A and 142C. Please, when you get this podcast, please do share. You're of course watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. When you get the podcast, I want you to please share it. Ask all the governors. That's the amount that they are all sitting on. You see it on the screen. That is something we have every right to ask questions about, because we in the struggle, we have not raised 1 billion naira. We have not raised 1 billion naira so far, and there are 270 billion naira just for 2022 alone. And this is the amount that they're receiving money every month. Ladies and gentlemen, please, when you get this broadcast, please do share. You are, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Subscribe to Citizen AY on the backup channel. And, of course, Citizen AY as well is currently blocked, but help us grow the platform. The more you subscribe, the more you help us. And help us spread this podcast. Like the page, leave a comment. Help us get the algorithm growing. It's really important. These are very important information. We are only interested in providing solutions. If you are worrying about what they're doing and not questioning them, many of us are busy worrying about what they're doing. We are giving you information that you can use to begin to question every single governor right now. You can question every single governor, and you have the power to do so. What is happening is that we're not exercising that power. We have to do it collectively. So please, when you get this broadcast, please share. You, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. Please share. I'll do this in Yoruba as well. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.